Good morning. I know the lighting's a little funky. I'm in my car, as you can tell. I am about to go into Solidcore, and the main purpose of this video is I have a recipe to share with you all. It is a new recipe. They are Greek bowls, or like Mediterranean bowls. I have tried to make Greek bowls in the past using a different like Pinterest recipe, and they were a total flop. They had no flavor, not good. But then I tried a different recipe and they are killer. They taste so good. So I made them for the first time last week, and then I was like, I have to make them again next week for YouTube. So the main purpose of this video is for that recipe, but I love a vlog and I love vlogging, and today I'm going to Solidcore, getting groceries, grocery haul, and I just knew I would have more content to put in here. But the main purpose of this video is for the Greek bowl recipe, but I wanted to add in a little bit of a vlog because I love vlogging. I also got this new workout set. It's from Target. My friend Bonnie, she wore it to Solidcore, and I was like, where did you get that? So cute. And then she told me that it was from Target, and she linked it on her LTK. So I will try to find this set as well if Target still has it. But I'm wearing a small top, medium bottoms, I believe. Anyways, good morning, and let's get this vlog started. We are going to Solidcore. Not me fighting for my life in that class today. It felt so much harder than usual. Okay, I have been hustling this morning, but I came home, got all my groceries, came home, made 2 eggs, and I am just doing a little bit of toast because I don't have time to make the bacon or sausage that I got at Sprouts. But the reason that I'm hustling a little bit more this morning is that Ryan and we are going to Europe for 2 weeks in August, and we applied for the global entry thing. I don't really know what to call it besides we applied for global entry, which essentially gets you TSA pre-check for 5 years, and it like expedites your time in customs when you come back into the United States. And Ryan and I plan on really upping our travel over the next few years. Before we have kids, we kind of just wanted to travel a good bit more. So we decided to apply for this global entry thing, and my interview is today because you also have to do an application, but you also have to have an in-person interview, and mine is today at 2:20, but it's at the airport, and so I want to make sure that I like leave with enough time to actually like park and find it inside the airport and whatnot. So I want to make sure that I start filming the recipe for Greek bowls with enough time to actually film it, eat it, and then leave. So I have been speedy today, but I'm gonna finish my breakfast really fast, get in the shower, wash my hair, makeup, get ready to make sure that I look presentable for the interview. And then once I'm ready, I'm gonna just go ahead and start making the Greek bowls, and I'm gonna just start making them as early as possible because I know that it'll take me a little bit longer to film. So I'm gonna finish breakfast, I'm gonna get ready, and then we're gonna film the Greek bowls. Okay, it is time to go ahead and start making our Greek bowls. These are so good, and I found 2 different recipes to combine into this recipe. So I always like to give credit where credit is due, so I'm going to link the original Pinterest recipes that I gained inspiration from for these, but then I tweaked it to make sure it was gluten-free, dairy-free, and I also wanted to make sure that the rice wasn't bland, and so I make a lemon and garlic rice so that basically every single component of this bowl has flavor. And that lemon and garlic rice recipe was also a recipe that I found on Pinterest, but I pulled these 2 Pinterest recipes together, and then I typed out everything I did and the substitutions I made and the ways I tweaked it, and I put it into my own Canva document. So I will link my PDF of this recipe and everything that I do and the measurements that I will be doing, so that you can see that one. Plus, the way I set up my PDF, the first page is the actual grocery list of everything you need, and then the second page divides it into the ingredients that are for the tzatziki, the ingredients that are for the Greek chicken marinade, the ingredients you need for the lemon garlic rice, and then the third page is the actual instructions. So it kind of looks like a lot at first, but if you just look at the first page with the grocery list, I feel like that helps kind of narrow down like exactly what you need total. So I just want to point that out. So for this recipe, you will need 2 English cucumbers, a pint of cherry tomatoes, some pitted Kalamata olives. You will need a container of some sort of mixed greens, and then normally I just get the 5 ounce, so 5 ounce of mixed greens. You will need some hummus, some plain hummus, or if you have a favorite hummus, feel free to use that. And I also get the bigger container. So this is a 17 ounce instead of a 10 ounce. Okay, and then one thing, this is why I went to Trader Joe's this morning. One thing that is from the original recipe I found on Pinterest is this lady was like, you have to get the Greek marinated chickpeas from Trader Joe's. She was like, they make all the difference, and these are really good. So I get 3 cans of these. If you do not have a Trader Joe's near you, one of my friends actually kind of made her own Greek marinade for her chickpeas and let them sit. So you can also look these up on the Trader Joe's website and see the ingredients and try to replicate like your own marinade at home. And then you need 1 cup of Cocoa June plain yogurt, or just any dairy-free plain yogurt that you like, because this is for the tzatziki, so it doesn't need to have sugar or any flavoring. All right, next you will want 1.5 cups of some long grain white rice. You will need about 1 to 1.5 pounds of chicken breast, or roughly 3 chicken breasts, 1 full packet of some fresh dill, a tablespoon of fresh parsley, some garlic. So I suggest just going ahead and getting 1 full little bundle of garlic. All right, and then you will need lemon juice for a lot of different parts of this recipe. So I suggest just getting a jar. It's gonna be a lot easier just to pour a few tablespoons instead of hand squeezing all the lemon juice that you're gonna need for this recipe, because again, it's in the rice, it's in our marinade for the chicken, it's in tzatziki sauce, it's kind of in everything. So I love the Lakewood Organics brand, and ideally when you're picking lemon juice, just make sure the ingredients just says organic lemon juice and that's the only ingredient. So I love this one. You will also need some white wine vinegar and red wine vinegar. You will need 3 cups of chicken broth, roughly a cup of olive oil. Again, it's divided amongst many parts, but I think it's about roughly a cup of olive oil that you'll probably use for the whole recipe. And then for seasoning, you will need garlic powder, dried thyme, dried oregano, salt, and pepper. So that's everything that you'll need. And what we are going to do first is get started on the things that have to sit. So our chicken is going to have to marinate in the Greek marinade that we're going to make. So we're going to start with the chicken, and then we're also going to start with grating half of an English cucumber for our tzatziki sauce, because the grated cucumber is going to sit with some salt on top of it to kind of help get out and remove some of the moisture that's in the cucumber. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the things that are going to have to sit for a little bit. Okay, I've got my laptop here because this is where everything is, but we've started the chicken. It is marinating, and then we sliced the cucumber for the tzatziki sauce. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start the rice. So the lemon and garlic rice, it's cooked a little bit differently, so I will walk you through it, but essentially we're going to chop up the garlic, and you kind of saute the garlic and dried white rice together until the rice and garlic kind of start to turn golden brown. And then you add the liquid, and you add the lemon juice, chicken broth, some salt. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the rice. Okay, first thing is that you have to put the rice into a strainer and rinse it under cool water until the water coming from it runs clear. So we're gonna rinse the rice first. Actually, I lied. We are going to put our pot on the oven to go ahead and let the pot heat up, because we do need to heat up some olive oil. And then I have to actually mince the garlic that goes in the lemon and garlic rice. So I'm gonna do the garlic first while the oil and pan is heating up, and then we will rinse the rice. Okay, you can see some of the there's like some little garlic bits that are turning brown, so that's usually when I decide that it's good enough. So we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients and let this cook for 20 minutes. While the rice is cooking, we are going to go back to our tzatziki. So I have already chopped up 1 clove of garlic is for the tzatziki. So I chopped up 1 clove, and then I'm about to chop up all the dill and parsley that goes in the tzatziki. And then everything else is a little bit of olive oil is going in there, some lemon juice, and then our dairy-free yogurt, and then the cucumbers, the grated cucumbers. So I'm gonna finish chopping up the dill, and then we're gonna put it all together. Okay, now we are going to get the cucumbers together. It's definitely been more than 30 minutes. The recipe says to let this sit with the salt for at least 30 minutes, but I just kind of do it until I'm ready for it. So just gather all of this up and we're gonna strain it. And the original recipe does say to kind of strain it through the paper towels, but my paper towels break. So I just ended up like squeezing it into my hand like a ball because it'll pack in really tightly. So I just kind of squeeze it in my hand because the last time I did this, the paper towel like broke anyways. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna squeeze it over the sink and squeeze out the excess water. There is honestly like a surprising amount of excess water. So make sure you don't actually like skip that step, but we're just gonna add in the shredded cucumber. All right, tzatziki is done, so I'm gonna stick this in the fridge, and then the rice is still cooking. It's got about 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. So this is going in the fridge. The rice is almost done, and I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the chicken. Okay, there is the second batch of chicken is cooking behind me on the stove. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble my bowl for lunch because pretty much everything's ready. The tzatziki's been sitting. I transferred all of the canned chickpeas in here, and then I drained like the excess oil and stuff that was in all of the cans. But the rice is done, so I am just going to get a larger bowl because you do have to mix it. So I try to get something, either a bigger plate or a bigger bowl. I'm gonna wash some of this lettuce. I do like a handful of lettuce, a big scoop of rice, and then I do like a scoop of hummus, scoop of tzatziki, and then you just top with the cucumbers, tomatoes, chickpeas, olives. Oh, I also need to make the dressing. I forgot about that. There is a recipe for the Greek dressing on all of the documents. Last time I didn't even use it though because there's already so much flavor. I might not even have enough time to make it because I do really need to eat and then go to the airport for that interview. So I actually might not make the dressing, but the dressing is on the like recipe PDF that I made, and all you do is put all those ingredients in a mason jar and just shake it up, and that's it. So if you want a dressing, it's in there. So I'm just going to assemble my bowl and make sure that I have enough time to eat. I have to leave in like 30 minutes to go to the airport, but I'm gonna go ahead and assemble my bowl. All right, there she is. The best Greek bowls ever. All right, I am back from the airport and I feel like I just need a minute and I need to reset a bit. I left the kitchen in absolute shambles because I was in a hurry to get out the door. I also have a lot of laundry to do and I have like all these bikinis and bathing suits to go through, but I'm gonna clean the kitchen, do my laundry. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed this little vlog, and I hope y'all really enjoy those Greek bowls. They're so good. Let me know in the comments if you try them. I hope you guys enjoy them. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.